I know a lot of my friends that just do volume, and every year they got to do more volume and less time spent at home with their family. And I'm like, and they just burn out, and you just see it. And burnout's not just like just someone going the deep end and like feeling bad. Like, it's complications, and it's patients getting hurt because like physicians are doing 20 cases in one day. They shouldn't be doing 20 cases in one day, but they are, because like they can't pay their staff in the clinic if they're doing 3 cases in a day.
Or cover their mortgage. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And it just gradually decreases every year.
And like, I used to talk about this a lot in the operating room, but it's like such a negative atmosphere. I've just quit talking about it because, you know, and every once in a while the anesthesiologist in the room starts talking about it, and I kind of play it off because I think it just brings a negative mindset. And I love doing what I do, like operating. And for a while it was like really getting to me and like kind of depressing. And like, I was like, why am I operating anymore? And I was thinking about
when
retirement.
Can I quit? And I was like 1 year out. I was like, I worked like 10 years of my life after med school to get here. And I was like 1 year out. I'm like, what's my quickest exit strategy? I just remember I was just like, I need to do something different. And I throughout training, everything, I was just like, oh, burnout. These people are like, they're weak. Like, I can't believe they're complaining about this stuff. They signed up for it. And about a year and a half in, exactly like 18 months in, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh man, I lost a few friends to suicide, physicians that committed suicide due to burnout. And it, you know, and like, especially during COVID, I tried to help out with the hospitals and stuff and try to kind of see what I could do with implementing certain stuff to realize, you know, people are burnt out and they need to take some time off and relax before, you know, because it's kind of a whirlwind and you don't know it until you're pretty far into it and you're just dwindling down. So,
and the further in you are, the further you need to get away from it, or else, like you said, it gets dangerous. Like physician suicide rates, burnout rates are through the roof in the last 5 years. And you look at the trends, it's like just that alone would prevent me from ever wanting my kids to get into medicine. Just like, I will obviously be able to guide them, but like just looking at those statistics, it's like, I wouldn't want anybody I love going into this field, because just from that one statistic.
Yeah. And especially with, you know, how the generation is these days, like they wouldn't be able to handle something like this unless and especially because there's such a physician shortage, and it's going to be over 100,000 physicians short by 2030 or something.
That's the one thing. They're relying on mid-levels like physician's assistants and nurse practitioners and technology to make up for the physician shortage moving forward. And like this, I mean, AI, there's a lot of promising things and they can diagnose, but it's not going to be at the same level. So moving forward, there's going to be different levels of care you get. It's your access to a physician is going to be a boutique service. That's what I see within 10 years. There will be more nurse practitioners, physician's assistants. And we work with them too. Like our NPs are great. Our PAs we've had have been great, but like
they rely on us to.
So do
you echo that sentiment?
Yeah.
It's a different level of service. And then the whole AI aspect, I think AI can make people a lot more productive, but it's not going to replace physicians. I think the rate of physician shortage is just going to go through the roof because we haven't addressed the shortage from 5 years ago, not to mention that the patient demographics getting older, they're going to require more care. And like, it's okay.
Well, the population's still grown pretty exponentially, and the sicker population's even higher. And like
population growth overall is kind of like it hasn't been increasing at the level it used to. But the demographics,
people not
shift.
having kids.
People aren't having kids. The new generations wait until older. Like I only have one kid. Like,
how old are you guys, by the way?
I'm 42.
I'm 44.
So yeah, a lot of shifts, a lot of things are just working in this way. And that's why I'm just like 10 years from now, like just the state of medicine in the US is going to be it's going to be drastically different. Like, good luck having access to care, and it's going to hurt, mostly going to hurt anybody that does not live in a big city.